CIA doubted the Iranian threat to Trump, but still took no chances as Israel's warning raised alarm. Bibi's alleged Iran plot to push Trump now faces scrutiny as doubts grow over the warning. Trump's secret plane switch raises fresh questions over Israel's bigger agenda in the region. Trump suspects Bibi of foul play? Israeli intelligence now faces heavy scrutiny in Washington. CIA had low confidence in the Iranian threat that prompted Trump's secret plane switch, according to the Wall Street Journal. Israel had relayed an assassination threat to the CIA, but U.S. analysts reportedly questioned the credibility of the intelligence. A U.S. official described the intelligence as Israel-derived and low confidence, according to a Wall Street Journal report. Despite those doubts, the Secret Service moved Trump off Air Force One during his departure from Ankara over the reported threat. Trump was reportedly moved secretly by a catering truck to a C-32A military jet that was bound for Britain. The alternate aircraft was escorted by F-16 fighter jets as Trump flew from Turkey to the United Kingdom under heightened security. Some U.S. officials suspected the Israeli warning was intended to influence Trump's regional policy and his decisions on Iran. Trump said the Secret Service made the decision and that he simply followed the security instructions given to him. New details are emerging about Trump's secret decoy flight after he attended the NATO summit in Turkey. U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth was reportedly with Trump on the secret flight out of Turkey, according to CBS. Hegseth and several of Trump's closest White House aides reportedly traveled with the president aboard the military aircraft. The secret flight was reportedly part of an elaborate deception designed to protect Trump from a potential Iranian threat. Trump secretly left the older Air Force One in Turkey after using an airport catering truck to conceal his movements. Natalie Harp, Dan Scavino, and Walt Nauta reportedly joined Trump inside the catering truck during the covert operation. The president then boarded a separate military aircraft that secretly flew him out of Turkey without revealing his true location. The unusual switch allowed Trump to leave Air Force One while keeping journalists and other personnel unaware of his movements. The decoy operation appeared designed to create the impression that Trump remained aboard the older Air Force One. Trump secretly switched aircraft in Turkey after an alleged Iranian threat, while the newer Air Force One reportedly flew as a decoy. The aircraft change reportedly followed the sighting of a person carrying a shoulder-fired missile near the airport. U.S. intelligence reportedly detected what officials considered a credible Iranian threat to fire a missile at Air Force One. The reported incident took place during Trump's visit to Turkey for the NATO summit in July. Air Force One reportedly continued its flight as a decoy, carrying senior U.S. officials and journalists. Among those reportedly left aboard were Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Trump's aides Stephen Miller and Stephen Chung were also reportedly among those aboard the decoy aircraft. Israel reportedly warned the United States that Iran was plotting to target Trump's aircraft while he was in Turkey. The Wall Street Journal revealed the alleged Israeli intelligence warning, citing an unnamed U.S. official familiar with the matter. The warning reportedly included a possible plan involving shoulder-fired missiles capable of striking aircraft. The intelligence prompted the Secret Service to take extraordinary measures to protect Trump during his departure from Turkey. After leaving a meeting with NATO leaders in Ankara, Trump publicly boarded the older Air Force One aircraft. But shortly after boarding, Trump was reportedly transferred to a smaller C-32A military aircraft under heightened security. The reported transfer was carried out using an airport catering truck, helping conceal Trump's movements from public view. Journalists and some White House personnel remained aboard the older Air Force One, which reportedly served as a decoy. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and other senior Trump aides reportedly stayed on the older aircraft to maintain the appearance that Trump was aboard. The C-32A carrying Trump reportedly flew to Britain and arrived before the older Air Force One carrying journalists. No missiles were fired, and U.S. officials have not publicly established how credible or imminent the reported threat was. Trump later confirmed that he followed instructions from the Secret Service and military to use a different aircraft. When asked about the decision, Trump said he receives many threats and relies on security officials to determine the safest course.
We had a great time in Ohio, a fantastic time in Ohio. The country's doing well. The stock market's fantastic record. We have 79 records so far in a short period of time. More people are working right now in the United States than ever before, and prices are dropping fast. Iran is going fine, going just absolutely fine. We totally control the Strait of Hormuz. We have control over it. Nobody else, only us. Our Navy is unbelievable, and things are going great for our country. Go ahead.
Mr. President, can you tell us about your ride on the airport catering truck in Turkey? Why did you need to do that?
Well, it's only up to Secret Service. I just follow what they'd like to do. So I go by Secret Service and the military. They wanted me to go on a different flight, a different plane, equal safety, but they wanted me to do it, so I do it. I do what they say.
Why did they want you to do that?
I guess there was a threat out there. I didn't really ask too much about it. I get a lot of threats.
Upgrade your news experience with the all-new HT app. Download now.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Have you ever wondered what happens when a banking dynasty meets tides of world history, intrigue, and a dash of myth?
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.